yeah, whoa. Look, they can never keep me down, I'm going.
How's it going? I'm Justin Blackwell with Title Boxing Club, and we're here at the Title On Demand studios with pro boxer JoJo Diaz. Now, he has a list of accomplishments. So with that being said, I got to read them. I couldn't memorize them all. But first of all, he's a two-time reigning national champion at the bantamweight division, first American boxer to qualify for the 2012 Olympics, a 2012 Olympian. Former IBF super featherweight champion, former WBA featherweight champion, and currently the WBC lightweight champion. JoJo Diaz, how you doing, brother?
I'm doing good, man. I can't complain.
That being said, I just kind of want to start at the beginning of your story, man. Where were you born and raised?
So I was originally born and raised in Santa Monica, California.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, sounds good. And obviously the big question is, how did you get into boxing? How did that start for you?
I started boxing when I was 11 years old. The reason why I started boxing was because I was bullied and picked on when I was a little kid. So my father just took me to the local boxing gym, Santa Monica Teamsters, just to learn self-defense. Right. And once I started, getting into the rhythm, I just fell in love with the sport. Anybody
else that inspired you early on, or was your father kind of like that first big motivation for boxing?
My father, because he gave me that motivation and that confidence to, be able to defend myself and be able to, challenge myself and to stand for what is right and to make sure I stand my ground against bullies. Yeah. But not only that, my sisters, because I have 3 sisters and I have my mom as well. Nice. They were always supportive with me, and they always, motivated me to be the best I possibly can be in whatever I wanted to do.
Yeah, absolutely. What for you is probably your biggest accomplishment as a boxer in your career, in your life?
My biggest accomplishment was probably winning the IBF world title. Okay. Finally winning a championship since I was 11 years old. That's what I've been dreaming about ever since I started competing as an amateur. I always, looked at Floyd Mayweather, Oscar De La Hoya, those guys having championships and winning titles and fighting in Las Vegas. Yeah. And for me to actually, win that title and go through all the struggles and accomplish the goal that I wanted to accomplish was satisfying for myself, but also satisfying for my family too, because right. they sacrificed a lot for me to be where I'm at today. So right. I think it was just finally having that world title around my waist. That was one of my biggest accomplishments in my life. Yeah,
absolutely. And I guess we talked a little bit off camera earlier about, everybody gets to see the result, right? They see the belt, they see the fight and how good you look in the fight, but they don't see a lot of the process that goes into boxing, especially as a profession. What are some of the things that you think you attribute your success to? What goes on behind the scenes that you think led you to those first championships?
I think the dedication and the motivation, the hard work ethic that I have, but mostly the dedication and staying away from the temptations. Yeah. A lot of people, they get, you just have to have a balanced life. And with me, I make sure when I'm in training camp or when I have a fight coming up, I'm fully devoted into being the best boxer that I possibly can be. So I block out all the temptations. I block out everybody. I cut off everybody, all my friends, all that. And I just focus on what I need to do and what I need to accomplish inside that ring. And that is, making sure I'm covering all the bases as far as my diet, as far as, training every single day, putting in all the hours and all the work. Yeah. So that way, when I do have the fight, I don't have any doubt in my mind and I'm fully confident when I go inside that ring.
Yeah. I think you bring something up, right? You said it leaves no doubt in your mind. I think a big thing that we try to tell people all the time is that, and you've probably heard this before a million times, right? Hard training, easy fight, right? That's really the goal of everything, right? Yeah. So talk to me a little bit more about what actual dedication looks like to you. What does that actually mean for a boxer? What does it mean to be dedicated on a day-to-day level?
So dedication for a fighter, it consists of a lot of things. It consists of a mental aspect where you have to stay strong, not only, training every day and putting your body through hell, but also, cutting everything out of your life and making sure that you're being devoted with your health, with the foods that you eat, the carbs that you intake, the diet that you have, and also the sleep that you get, the recovery that you get. It's basically a lifestyle. Yeah. You have to make sure that you turn your life into a boxing lifestyle, into a fighter's lifestyle, so that way you could be fully healthy and you have no injuries going into a fight or into any training camp or into any practice, and you're fully energized with getting your recovery and getting your rest as well.
Cool.